Welcome back to the Final Fantasy Marathon. Remember how in the first video we discussed the best male characters in the series? Well, now we will list our top 10 favorite female characters in Final Fantasy.
Same judging rules as last time. We're judging their design, personality, and usefulness.
Once again, there will be spoilers on this list. Now, let's battle.
To be honest, the characters in 8 are not that impressive compared to other games. Just like Hope is whiny, Snow is an idiot, Zaz is very bipolar, Lightning is cold and stoic, Vanille is annoying, so this leaves us with one person. Sarah. What, did you expect Fang?
Wrong! Anyway, Sarah is Lightning's younger sister and Snow's fiancée. Sarah is the one the two of them have been looking for in Final Fantasy XIII, seeing as she was turned into a Lassie.
However, Sarah really shines in Final Fantasy XIII too, her playable appearance. Now, Sarah is after Lightning because she thinks she's dead. Along with Milcryas, Sarah makes it her goal to find her sister. She stops at nothing to find her, even facing a giant beast named Atlas. Her connection with Lightning is something we've never seen before, and her relationship with Lightning is one of the best sister relationships we've ever seen.
Sarah is a natural commando, Ravager, and Sentinel, and excels at Ravager and Saboteur. Her commando and Ravager ability is fantastic for combos. Her Sentinel form is great for shielding attacks, and her Saboteur abilities are incredibly useful to debuff enemies. She wields a bow sword, good for both close and long-range combat, and her full ATB skill Ultima arrow is amazing.
Also, did we mention she's voiced by Laura Bailey, one of the best voice actresses ever? I mean, she's voiced Maka in Soul Eater, Lust in Fullmetal Alchemist, Chun-Li in Street Fighter, Blaze in Sonic, Lucina in Fire Emblem, Risa in Persona 4, and many more. Also, Sarah's theme called Memories is such a fantastic song. It's the one you're hearing now.
Our only downside with Sarah is that while her relationship with Lightning is strong in 13 too, she isn't that well developed in 13, but Sarah is still a great character. Now if only Snow can quit saying her name every 10 seconds.
Not again.
Final Fantasy XII? Oh come on, it's not like Ashe is that bad.
The former princess of Damaska, Ashe is considered the real protagonist in Final Fantasy XII. She's very strong despite her size, and she is always confident and loyal. All she wants is everything back the way it was. It wasn't until Balthier and Vaughn came along that she asked to be taken away.
Ashe is a pure red mage, seeing as she uses both white and black magic. However, she has low HP, and she isn't good for rush-down character, despite her having great strength even comparing to Vash and Vaughn.
Her quickenings though are absolutely fantastic. First there's Northwind's Glow, which does great damage, Heaven's Wrath, which hits about 20 times, and finally Maelstrom's Bolt, which does massive damage.
Our only downside with Ashe is that she gets kinda pushy with her attitude. But other than that, she is a fantastic addition to your team. Out of the two playable females in Final Fantasy IV, it was honestly really tough to decide who's better between Rosa and Rydia. In the end, we decided to give it to the young summoner.
Rydia was born and raised in Mist Village. At 7 years old, however, after Cecile unknowingly destroyed her town, Rydia was the only survivor. Kain originally wanted to kill her due to King Baron's orders, but Cecile thought it was inhumane. Kain eventually agreed and offered to take care of her. However, Rydia, still another horror, summons Titan and ends up knocking everyone away. Cecile eventually defends her, and Rydia soon warms up to him.
Eventually, after Leviathan's attack on them, Rydia woke up in the Feymark, the land of the summons located in the underworld. While she was there, she aged 10 years because people age faster in the Feymark. Once she hears Cecil made it to the underworld, she ended up saving Cecil on the brink of death, and the two defeated Golbez. Over time, she learns powerful summons like Asura, Sylph, Leviathan, Odin, and Bahamut.
Rydia in her child form is incredibly weak with low HP. However, she knows great black magic for early game. When she gets older, Rydia becomes a force to be reckoned with. She completely masters black magic, learns powerful summons, and uses whips that can completely wreck foes.
Rydia is admittedly stubborn as a child, but she still has a good amount of heart as time goes on. As we mentioned, Rydia's true downside is that since she's weak in the beginning, she will die. A lot. But nonetheless, Rydia is a great character. Maria and Layla are the only two female characters in Final Fantasy II. It was admittedly tough to decide who was better. Maria is excellent in black magic and skill with the bow, while Layla is incredible with speed and strength. However, Maria is more plot important.
Maria's family adopted Firion at a young age. Along with her brother Leon, they looked after Firion with the rest of their family. However, after the Palamecian army attacked, their parents were killed, leaving Maria, Firion, and Leon all alone. They tried to take on the army but were soon knocked out and rescued in Altair, with Leon being taken by the army. Maria's only goal is to stop the Palamecian army and find her brother.
Maria is a skilled archer, but the player can develop her into any kind of fighter they wish. It's all up to the player to decide what kind of fighter they want Maria to be.
Maria, however, can be a bit simplistic in her attitude. She's caring and all, but she has nothing unique about her.
Ahoy, matey!
Ferris is essentially a more badass Layla from Final Fantasy II. Her birth name being Sarissa, she was the daughter of King Tycoon and the sister of Lena. However, after she was lost at sea and saved by a sea creature named Sildra, she was rescued by pirates. But due to the misogynistic nature of the pirates, she acted more masculine to disguise herself among them.
When Bart, Lena, and Galuf try to take her boat, the pirate crew tied them down, and after noticing Lena's pendant, Ferris decides to help them, seeing as Ferris has one just like hers. It's not until later when Ferris realizes that Lena is in fact her long-lost sister.
While she is incredibly rude due to her being a pirate, she is still courageous and has a great heart for her partners. She also has one of my favorite scenes in the series when she's taken back to Castle Tycoon and Bart sees her in a dress.
Ferris is without a doubt good for any class that you give her, especially Red Mage due to her great strength and magic. Ferris is a great character.
Also, Chibi Ferris in World of Final Fantasy is fucking adorable. Out of the females in Final Fantasy X and X-2, it was really tough to choose between them. Yuna, Riku, Lulu, Pain, these four girls have such great traits about them. In the end, we decided to give it to Yuna.
Yuna is a summoner raised in Bavel. Her unnamed mother died, the being known as Sin, and she was 4, so her father Braska had to raise Yuna all on his own. Yuna, once she turned old enough, became the summoner, like her father, and caught powerful beings like Ifrit, Ixion, and even the...
What is that? What the fuck even is this?
Yuna's relationship with Tidus is absolutely amazing. These two have such a strong bond for one another and is definitely one of the best romances in the series. Yuna's relationships with every ally shows how compassionate she is for the one she cares for. Seriously, all of her allies she has a great connection with. Lulu, Orin, Kimari, Pain, seriously, she is one of the most likable characters in the series.
In battle, though, Yuna is pure magic user. Her HP, strength, and defensive are absolutely awful, but her magic stats are really high. As we mentioned, she can summon powerful monsters called Aeons, and she also uses white magic to heal her allies.
We really only have one downside to Yuna. We think her personality isn't as great in 10-2. I mean, she's still caring, but she's a lot louder than she used to be. Nonetheless, Yuna is a fantastic character.
Being on enemy lines can give you a new perspective on how the opposition thinks. Our number 4 sees just how cruel her previous allies used to be. Our number 4 is a Magitech Knight, Celeste Cher.
Raised by her adopted grandfather, Sid, Celeste became the Castellan Empire's biggest threat, soon rising to be the general of the Empire. However, she slowly realizes how asinine and insane Evergastal and Kefka's plans are, and she defects from the Empire. However, when Kefka labeled her as a traitor, she was imprisoned in South Figaro, where Locke Cole swoops in and saves her.
While initially refusing Locke's assistance, she soon warms up to him and the Returners due to their better aspect on life. She grows especially attached to Locke. Her and Locke's relationship is extremely powerful, shown by a rather heart-wrenching scene, where when Locke goes missing and Sid dies, she tries to commit suicide. She believes that the one she loved is gone, and all is gone. But when she finds his bandana, she continues to hunt for him, more confident than ever. That's really powerful.
Celeste also has some of the best scenes in the series for either bringing laughs, awe, or sadness. The aforementioned suicide scene, Locke seeing her in a dress for the absolutely amazing opera. Celeste has some of the best character development we've ever seen. Once a cold and straightforward general is now a loving, respectful soldier.
Celeste is very balanced in her stats and can wield swords, daggers, armors, and shields. Her exclusive ability, Runic, blocks enemy magic attacks and restores MP based on the initial cost, so if an enemy casts Ultima, that's 90 MP coming back to her.
Celeste is definitely one of the best characters in the series. Her character development is fantastic, her relationship with Locke is beautiful, and her gameplay is extremely useful. Sing on, Celeste. Sing on.
Final Fantasy IX's females have such great character development that it was really hard to decide between them. Garnet, Aiko, or Freya. It was really tough, but our number 3 is Garnet.
A princess who notices a strange change in her mother's attitude. Garnet, just like Ash, asked to be taken away from the castle she lives in and later renames herself to Dagger after Zidane's weapon. Garnet, being raised in royalty for most of her life, is very polite and respectful in attitude, but the more she travels with Zidane and the others, she becomes more urbanized.
Her relationship with Zidane is amazing because over time she grows feelings for him. Even Steiner, who initially despised Zidane, warms up to the two being together and marrying. Steiner, the most douchebag character that you have on your side, warms up to the thought of Garnet and Zidane being together. That's how powerful the relationship is. Even in the ending cinematic where she spots Zidane, Steiner lets her go, and look at her, she's so happy to see him again.
That ending made me tear up back in 2004. To see Garnet, who hadn't seen Zidane in a long while, nearly hugs him to death in joy, it's really heartwarming.
Garnet uses white magic and summons. Her white magic is weaker than Aiko's, but her summons are absolutely amazing. Ramuh, Bahamut, Ark, the list goes on the summons she can use. When entering trance, summon becomes Eidolon, which will make her last summon come back after certain intervals.
Garnet is a fantastic character. No ifs, ands, or buts. You know, except hers.
Ladies and gentlemen, this girl right here is known for one of the best relationships in the entire series. Number 2 is Rinoa Hartilli.
The daughter of the fantastic singer Julia Hartlily and Galbadian military commander Fury Caraway, Rinoa is a member of a resistance group named the Timber Owls. At age 16, she dated local douchebag Cypher, but left him because, well, he's Cypher. But she met Squall and asked him to dance at the seed induction ceremony, with Squall awkwardly doing so.
Rinoa and Squall's romance is one of the best we've ever seen. Rinoa turns Squall from a cold and stoic jackass to someone with a heart. Look at that smile! Look at it!
Rinoa is such a heartwarming character. Yeah, she's a bit stubborn, but she still has a great amount of heart. The fact that she changed Squall's personality so fast and so drastically is really impressive.
In battle, Rinoa uses the Blaster Edge, a launcher that shoots blades and rebounds back to her for reuse. This is a creative weapon for the series, and it's a shame no one else uses a weapon like this.
Another unique thing about her is her dog, Angelo, who can either heal, revive, search for items, or be used in one of the best limit breaks in the series, Wishing Star. She also has Angel Wing, which makes magic 5 times more powerful, but she is uncontrollable in this form.
Rinoa is a great character. Lovable personality, great relationship with Squall, fantastic abilities. She's one of the best female protagonists in the series. But we have one more left. Aerith Gainsborough is overrated. Yeah, I'll say it, I didn't get attached to Aerith. Yeah, she's got a great personality and good limit breaks, but she's just boring. So I wasn't affected when she died in the first disc. I honestly was not upset by her dying.
Yuffie has better abilities with her great speed and limit breaks, but she's also annoying and a huge nuisance in the game, so that leaves...
Badass Tifa Lockhart. This girl right here will kick your ass and make you feel like you had a good night at the gay bar. See those cans? Well, don't stare too hard or you'll get a big old can of whoop ass from the sexy badass bartender. You see those things on her wrist? That's where the materia orbs go, which make her kick even more ass.
Clara? You need to,
You better watch out because when you hear the limit break, you know you're going to get fucked harder than when I fucked your mom last night. Beat, rush, somersault, water kick, meteor drive, dolphin blow, meteor strike, and the punch that'll turn you into bitcheroni final heaven!
Clara!
Also, she kicks some serious ass in air gaze. God bless the ring and Avon children. Tifa is the freaking queen of badassery!
Clara!
What? Oh, I got carried away. I love Tifa.
We do too. Anyway, born and raised in the town of Nibelheim, she became best friends with Cloud Strife. Tifa, despite her badassery, is extremely shy. She harbors feelings for the spiky blonde but is too afraid to tell him. It's very cute that someone who's a serious threat to be reckoned with is this huge softie.
As Clara mentioned, Tifa fights with her fists and she hits hard. She relies on her strength more than magic, seeing as she's based on the monk class.
Tifa is a fantastic character and has made a huge impact in the fanbase. I mean, she's beautiful, kicks ass, and she's shy. That's a mixed bag of greatness for a character. That's why Tifa is our #1 pick for the greatest female character in Final Fantasy. I'm Beta45.
I'm Divine Platinum 97.
And I'm Sentimental Scorpion. And I'm sorry for my outburst, guys. Not really!